Under. No goals.
It's time to check the game notes. I think we're going to have the show of the year here.
We're almost having magical moments here.
Show Minzees time, Army show. Start us off.
What an opportunity.
Another idea by me.
Everything's Murls' idea. Summer.
Welcome. It's time to check the game notes, and shocker, Arm Dog's in a different hotel. As always, every Wednesday, this guy's on the road. And of course, this episode is brought to you by BodyArmor, the official sports drink of the NHL. BodyArmor has great tasting flavors like this one right here, Army. Strawberry banana and peach mango. I got the orange mango one here. No colors from artificial sources. It's in a bold new look with the same great taste. Also now available in Canada, up in the Great White North. So whether you're hitting the gym, hitting the ice, or just need some refreshing, grab BodyArmor today at Walmart or a local grocery store near you. And for our friends up north, you can also grab BodyArmor at your local Sobeys. Army, you told me about Sobeys, big grocery store up in Canada. BodyArmor, choose better. Arm Dog, I believe you're in Canada.
I am in Canada.
You see BodyArmor up there?
Fill your boots with the BodyArmor. Actually got my BodyArmor confiscated on a connecting flight yesterday.
Whoa.
They confiscated it from me. Just brutal. Had the wide mouth, had the water going. Didn't get the flavored one though, but like you can get them. Fill your boots. Absolutely. There it is, Mur. Yep. And so I am in Montreal. I'm in Montreal.
Nice.
And left last night, got here, 3-hour flight delay. No big deal. Toronto to Montreal. Got in really late. Scrambled, got over to a buddy's place to use his internet this morning. So I'm alive and well. I am doing color tonight on Sportsnet for the Montreal Canadiens Winnipeg Jets game. I'm pumped about it. Like that's awesome.
Hey, you're
Johnny
a Jets
Bartlett
guy, and you're a Montreal alum.
Yeah,
you're an alum
alumni.
of both teams.
It's an alumni game for the old Arm Dog.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I'm gonna have a pick on that game later. But tell me what the lunch is then. As soon as we're done here, where's lunch in Montreal? Poutine. What's the other thing? The cooked meat or whatever, smoked meat sandwich.
Sandwiches, yeah. Like I'm not though. I'm at my buddy's place, at his workplace, and he has like a chef here, in his basement. It's like an old awesome
nice
house downtown Montreal. I met him at Lemieux Fantasy Camp. Dan Lavy, huge shout out Dan Lavy, and he's like, yeah, go in there. We'll get you hooked up. We'll get you lunch. I'll have someone make you lunch. So this is spectacular setup for me right now. The Road Dog getting absolute A1 treatment back here in his old stomping grounds in Montreal. Good to be back. Good to be calling a game from the Bell Center, folks. See you in the chat, people. The chat. If you could go to Montreal, if you can get up there, Murls, for a game, hey?
Hey, if I knew you were on that color, I might. It's only 3-hour trip from here. I might jump on the Greyhound right after this, like I did for Four Nations. That was an easy trip. That was an easy trip right up north, right up the 87.
I can't believe you did that, buddy. But getting a lot of love, buddy. Getting a lot of love. People love the pod, love the show. Game notes, Pittsburgh Airport, got to Montreal, getting pictures with people. Loving the pod, bud.
Check the game notes. Check the game notes and let you know. Like and subscribe right now on their comment. But little teaser, we have the number one or the top scorer, whatever you want to call him, in all of NCAA hockey coming on the show. Will Horcoff, also a Pittsburgh Penguin draft pick. So we obviously like him. We know his dad, but we're going to get into all that in a little bit.
Murls, 24th overall. I played world championships with his dad. Absolute weapon. Saw Will get drafted at the draft while I was working in LA. Great kid and absolutely lighting it up. And he is a monster. He is a monster. Murls, this brings me to my next thought. Opposite of a monster, an elf. Are you into... You know what I mean? Are you into, is that happening right now? Because we're in that season.
Not this year because we're in different places. The house isn't settled, so it's a real mess. So
it's a good out. That's good.
Hasn't shown up this year, but we got a huge snowstorm here. It's been unreal.
Oh yeah, we did too in Pittsburgh, man.
Yeah,
I fired up the snowblower, bud. I fired like, is that weak sauce? Is that weak?
I've been shoveling out there. We have a little hill here. Had my daughter skiing down with the new skis down the hill, and then we're dragging her back up by the poles, getting a little workout in. So it's it feels like we're back in Sweden here for a couple days.
Yeah, I see someone in the chat. Whoever invented the elf on the shelf needs to get this shit needs to get flogged. I agree, man. This thing is just insane. But we are in elf season. Elf season is upon us. So good luck to all you hero dads and moms out there that remember to, continue to do that crap every night. It's insane. Whoever invented this, I agree. That's Minzees right there. That is
I think you sent that to the Minzees in the past.
Last year. Yeah, I have. Yes. And it's a joke. Here he comes.
What you need is Snoop on a stoop.
Oh.
You got to get the Snoop on a stoop. That's where it's at. That's what I'm doing for my kids.
Gee, what have you been up to? What's going on with Chicklets World? I like that sweatshirt and hat combo you got on.
Oh, just an unbelievable showing from Chicklets Nation for Black Friday through Cyber Monday. Sold tons of merch. So shout out to everyone in the chat, everyone that bought merch. Yeah, sold tons. So it's great. Game Notes merch coming soon. Didn't want to rush it. So keep an eye out for that, chat. But nothing. The boys are on Amazon tomorrow night, coast to coast. That'll be awesome. So that's for Canadian viewers. Prime Thursday night hockey, which is awesome. They do that up in Amazon. Fish and I this weekend are actually going to film a Chicklets U at Boston University. So very excited for that. I think we're going to get Wit in the mix. We're doing the tour with Cole Iserman, Cole Hudson, the two Coles. The women's side at Walter Brown just redid their whole locker room. So we're going to get a peek at that as well. So we're buzzing in the Chicklets world right now. Wow. #1 college show on the planet. #1 college hockey show. We're just on fire right now, boys. The Plants last week, Horcoff this week, Chicklets U last week. We're on fire.
Yeah, and the word is that the NCAA runs through your phone, G. Like you are the Judd Moldover of NCAA hockey. And I believe it.
I do too.
Buddy, I put out a thing. I'm like, we should get Horcoff on. That'd be sick if we could get the goal god of NCAA hockey on. And G in 2 seconds is like, got him.
Yeah, it's, a few weeks ago, we want the #1 team in the country. Bing, bang, boom. Hey, Coach Narado, you want to come on the show? Yup. Last week, hey, the Plant brothers, they're the story of college hockey. Two brothers leading the way in points in college hockey. Bing, bang, boom. Plant brothers, you want to come on? Yup. This week,
they were
Will
awesome.
Horcoff. They were great.
Awesome.
Nerf or die, right?
Yeah, I love those kids. Just great guys. I hope everybody enjoyed that in the chat here, our listeners or viewers. Like their personalities, like they're just like hockey beauties. Like they remind me of like when I was a kid. They're just like loving their life. Like it's not like they weren't the usual like all business hockey guys. They're hockey guys. This is what they love. That kind of energy. It was awesome to talk to those two. Awesome. Great job, mom and dad. Great job by their mom and dad Plant. They're great kids. Awesome kids. And then the kid goes on that US Canada CHL game, scores, and then scores in the super overtime. Like I never heard of this, but super overtime to take down the CHL. Yeah. Pretty wild stuff that they said, like he's better than all of us and he's sick and all.
Super overtime. Yes, that was wild. Yeah, I'm hearing that the guys are all fired up because now this weekend is huge. Everybody's going to be trying to chisel points because if they get overtaken as the top scorer, I guess we have to have them on. Like you look at the standings now, you got Michael Haig, you got TJ Hughes, you got Steven Sardinian from MTU, Bennett Schmick from ASU. They're within range to take over the top scorer. And if they do, then we got to have them on next week.
Murls has got the coffee throat going. He's got to get a little BodyArmor in there, get it cleared up. People in the chat, Murls, are saying that you invented Elf on the Shelf.
No.
Another idea by me.
Everything's Murls' idea.
I think they're getting it to like my daughter though, because when she did the skiing, she comes up to me today and that was a really good idea. You had to go skiing.
Idea guy. Like
she knows it. She might be listening, which we don't need.
Do you think she's on there? Do you think she subscribes?
Yeah.
I
got my 2-year-old. I organized this awesome thing. Now it's a tradition, but I did it just out of another idea by me. The day after Thanksgiving, Friday, everybody's a little hungover. Everybody's looking for something, get the kids out of the house. So I rented a sheet of ice at Freer Park here for an hour and a half and just invited everybody. Got out there, we broke it up into like 14-year-olds
in the middle,
that side. No, and then because there's so many different ages. So I put like 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds there, and then I made a little box with those black rubber, I don't dividers you use
Yeah.
now. Made that for the learn to skate area. So I ran my own little program on Friday for everybody. The wives show up with champagne, mimosas. My mom ended up coming. Some mom gave my mom a mimosa, Grammys, buckled in the penalty box at the post Thanksgiving, the Black Friday skate. So that was really fun. And my 2-year-old, we just let him rip now. He's skating on his own. It's insane.
Wow. Not a chair, not a little pushy thing, nothing.
No, he started with that and now he's just going. It's crazy.
Boys, we have a little breaking news here. And I'll pull Jeremiah Maxwell up here.
Ooh, that's not good.
Tyler Sagan, Elliot just put it out there. It sounds like he's got a pretty bad ACL injury and he's going to be out long term here.
He's had some long-term injuries of late, hey? Jeremiah,
that's horrible.
Thanks in the chat.
That is horrible. He was having a great season too.
Yeah,
the amount of injuries this year. Who was
the other? Got Jamie Benn back, and now he's out again, and Sagan's been hurt.
Palmieri was ACL,
Palmieri.
right? He's done. Who else did I just see was a couple months?
What's going on
Fox?
With this
Fox
year?
is banged up for a little bit. Somebody else I saw. Oh, Forrester on Philly, who's been lighting it up. He's out.
Buddy, I was working
while.
That game. He just took a one-timer shot, and I don't know what happened. Maybe his shoulder blew out, popped his shoulder out or something. I know he came back late too. He had like a upper body or arm injury, so maybe re-aggravated something. But God,
I was listening to Elliot on Morning Cup of Hockey this morning, and it was really interesting because he was talking about how there's almost a and I don't want to take this out of context, but there's almost like a little bit of a I don't want to say disagreement, but teams are now going to start pushing players that they think are almost sitting out because of the Olympics. Like they're going to start pushing them to play more, and that's becoming a thing across the league, is where teams are starting to believe that their guys aren't necessarily as hurt as they're making themselves out to be to save themselves for the Olympics, which was very interesting to hear.
Like, I wonder who would that be? Like, I can't see that with guys. I can't see that with hockey guys.
No, I would agree.
Like Brady Tkachuk?
No,
he's the last guy.
Yeah.
Because I feel like unless it's a big name, you have to play to get on the team. Especially if you're Canada, the way these young guys are playing. And then the oldest guys and the youngest guys are the best players for Canada. Sid, Marchand, and then Celebrini and Bedard. So if you're any of these middle guys, you better be playing.
And I hope I didn't take that too much out of context, but listening to Morning Cup of Hockey, Elliot was stressing that teams are going to start pushing back on players a bit, which is interesting, I think, with how compact the schedule is.
Yeah. And maybe that's why we're seeing so many. Maybe that's why it's such a story this year with injuries, right? Like the schedule. I feel like the Penguins are playing, and they went to Sweden, so they got 2 weeks off. They played two games in that time, but they came back to back, one day off, played the next day, then another back to back. So they're trying to make up for it, and then they're every other night. It's just that's how everyone's rolling right now. So that's what the Olympic year will do, and we're seeing that trend like crazy. So. I don't know. Matthew Tkachuk was back last night, though. Speaking of one of the Tkachuks,
Brady.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, but Brady.
Yeah,
Brady came
night.
back. Yeah, big night for him. 1-1. Welcome back. Just bullying, shrekking around all over the place, taunting fans and warm-ups. He was back to his old hijinks, back out there. What a crazy story on Chicklets, boys, with Duthie.
Yeah,
with the old Giroux stick cutting incident that we never heard about until then. It was that's awesome little story. Duthie was dropping some absolute great stories on there.
The Brendan Morrison arbitration story was awesome too. Where the guy told the story about the mouse and the elephant. That was just an all-timer.
That's an old fabled cartoon. I think I've seen it on the internet or something. The mouse and the elephant. Guy brought it up in arbitration. All-timer.
Yeah. So, what else do we got from the NHL last night, Arm Dog? What else caught your eyes?
Oh, last night?
I did awful. I lost every pick last night. I was awful.
What do I need to slump bust you or what?
Yeah. We'll get to that. I got some winners for later, though. I feel
I got
great.
A slump buster. People.
I feel great about my picks tonight. Okay. Yeah. And you got a slump buster.
I got a slump buster, which I'll do later. You tee me up for that. I'll get it done. And we'll grind it out from there. I want to give a shout out, if we're going to snap it around a little bit right now, to some milestone guys. And I love these guys. Brenden Dillon, 1,000 game celebration. Look at this guy. This guy is a fucking animal. I love him. Friend of the show. We got to get him on. Haven't had him on, but he's a friend of the show. Great guy, Western leaguer, plays hard. Pasha's Devils, complete lunatic, but congratulations. Great, unbelievable milestone for him, right?
Yeah, 1,000 games undrafted. And then next up was two of them last night was Perron and Jamie Benn with 1,200 games.
1,200.
So you think of 1,000's insane to do. Add 200 more on. That's close to what? 3 more seasons?
3 more years. I know. Tough to stack these up. It's tough to stack these. Then some numerical milestones that I really love to see. There's the other 1,200 right there. I love to see that. The boys just keep banging away. Boys keep banging away. Sid, 15th all-time on the goal list, passing Dave Andrechuk. Next on the list, Shanahan. He'll be tracking down 643 goals, 2-goal game in Philly the other night. And one of them was a game-winning goal, which now he passed Jerome McGinley for 9th all-time game-winning goals, 102 game-winning goals now. Ovi leads that. And just 8 points now, Murls, from passing 66 for 17-23. Sid's got 17-16 points. Mario, 17-23. Sid, though, 1,377 games played. Mario, 915 games played.
No, Mario is insane. Absolutely insane. Stammer did 1,200 points. So he's still going along, even though Nashville stinks. I hope they move him somehow, get him back on a playoff team.
Yeah, he had a great little goal last night for that. Evangelista just tapped it in, little out from behind the net. Sid's on pace for 59 goals, buddy.
He's out of control. 59. I swear, every time my little flasher shows like a Penguins goal, I don't even have to look anymore. I'm like, oh, Sid had it probably.
Yeah, Sid's a weapon.
He's just
38 years old, just a weapon.
But while we're talking numbers, it's a good time to shift it to the college hockey talk because our guest is coming on soon. But go through the numbers. We got to talk about the most famed college hockey rankings, the most talked about. It's the Game Notes top 10. Let's bring it up there and check it out. Here we go. Number 1, Michigan. Number 2, Michigan State. Number 3, our guest, Minnesota Duluth. Number 4, Wisconsin. Number 5, Denver. And why don't you bring in the rest there, G?
Did you say our guest, Minnesota Duluth?
From last week.
I thought you meant this week. I'm like, don't you disrespect Will Horcoff that. Then we got Wisco, Denver, Western Michigan. Shout out to the Broncos committing Patty Maroon's son. You just love to see that. Shout out to Anthony. What a great kid. We all got to meet him in Chicago last year when he came by the Barstool Chicago office. Awesome. We got Dartmouth in the top 10 still. I saw that coach.
Who told you about them first? That was one I checked the recordings. There wasn't a single soul in all of the college hockey landscape talking about Dartmouth. I gave you guys them.
Murls knew, baby.
I know it. I told you.
Great coach up there. They got a good coach there.
Damn it.
Tough building to play in.
I think the story in college hockey right now, though, is this upcoming weekend. We got number 1 versus number 2, Michigan versus Michigan State. We got Friday night at the Mun with the Munsters, and then Saturday night in Ann Arbor. And what better time? Should we bring our guest on right now, boys?
Yeah.
Let's bring our guest on right now to talk about this. Will Horcoff, Michigan Wolverine.
What's up, guys? How we doing?
Great. How you doing?
Doing really good. Excited.
Where are you? Where are you shooting this from? Where are you? Look at this. Is that a plant?
Arbor.
Is this the hockey house though? Because Avery had some problems with the hockey house.
No, this is not the hockey house. No, this is the house right next door to Draper's, across the street from the hockey house.
Drapes.
Yeah. Your dad probably had some influence in that. He doesn't want you living with all those hooligans. He's got your own pad over there. And just before we get going, I wanted to talk about your dad and what kind of impact he had on you growing up and getting into hockey and how it all started.
Yeah, I mean, he's had a huge impact on not only me and in hockey, but just as a man as well. I'm super thankful for him. Just growing up, going to his practices when he played, I saw how hard he worked, how much extra work he put in on the ice and in the gym and, in the nutrition room and the recovery room, how much people he'd work with, just to get, 1% better each day. So I tried to model my work ethic after him, and I don't think I'd be where I am today without his help and support.
Yeah, your dad's a pro, man. I played with him at World Championships, just absolute pro. Loved his, what do they call it, EDM music. He would just be having a laptop out,
What are you really?
Yeah, did you know that? I don't know. He had some EDM
That's
music going. I
hilarious.
think that's what you call it, right? Like club
Yeah,
beats.
the EDM, the club. Yeah, it's funny.
Great guy. Was he like an ARP, one of those ARP machine guys too? I think I remember he had like this whole thing. Like he was kind of crazy with his prep. Hey, to your point.
Well, I'm not sure about that, but he that definitely seems right that he's crazy with his prep. He was always, dialed in. I remember he would always have the Normatex like every single night at our house going on our couch in the living room. So
well, that's
Can you
interesting
imagine
you
your
say that.
Normatex?
That's interesting you say that, Will, because I was doing some research, talking to some of your teammates, and I have been told when it comes to gadgets, no one likes gadgets more than Will Horcoff. And here's a picture of you on the bench. And I'm told on the bench you have all these gadgets that you're using to cool you down, and you're the biggest technology guy on the team apparently. So talk about the gadgets and what you use them and what you like them for.
Hey, is that a hand cooler? You don't want to be doing that to those middies right now. Absolutely on fire.
Yeah, no, the boys call me the gadget man. I'm just, I'm super into recovery and stuff like that. Like I think it's, has a big impact on how I play. So, I love to get the Normatex going, and of course, the cold tubs and the massage guns and all that type of therapy. But that's actually like for the bench. These college rinks, they get super hot. So this summer I was actually training down in Florida, and I saw one of those. It's called a nice rock, and each side is like cooled, I think like 52 degrees or something like that. And there's supposed to be like things in your palms that connect to your core, and it cools your whole body down. So there's like fans at Yost like in t-shirts because it's so hot in there. Then I'm like perfectly cool on the bench. So it just helps with recovery, and it also helps me think faster too. Like I'm not like sweating as much, and my brain isn't pressing against my skull. So
I think you should have kept this to yourself. That thing sounds amazing.
Yeah,
I was dying sweat. I was switching my gloves every 5 minutes. I had 5 different T-shirts I had to wear. We used to wear the old socks that weighed 100 pounds if you sweat.
My brain was pressing out of my ears. My brain used to leak out of my ears. I could have used the cooling stones on the bench. They should have that.
Yeah, all the boys are getting a touch now. Like whenever I'm on the ice or when I come off from a shift, I'll see one of the boys holding on. And they're like, "Oh, sorry." I'm like, "No, you're good."
Did you bring that to Michigan, or was that something they already had there?
I brought that there. That's something I got this summer, and I brought it there.
This guy is beyond the team. Jesus. All the shit these kids have now at these things, he's like bringing in his own inventions and stuff. I got a celebration for you when you score now. You should yell, "Go, gadget, goal." That might be out of the realm of the kids nowadays with the Inspector Gadget celebration, but that could really, really work, I think.
I'm gonna bring you back in time, Will. I don't know if you'll remember, but back when you were a Bantam, first year Bantam, you were on that awesome Honey Bake team, #1 team in the country. I was actually coaching the Rochester Junior Americans.
Oh, wow.
We played against you, and we had some studs. We had Cooper Dennis, and we had Big Zach Morin, and Judge on the D. So we had a really good team, and I remember playing against you guys there. We tied you 3-3. Big game. Coaching against your dad was so much fun, but you guys were just loaded that year. Just an amazing team. What other guys are still playing or around in college now from that team?
Yeah, we did have a good team this year. Evan Jardine, he's still playing. He was my line mate then. He's in Youngstown. I think he's having a really good year. Nick Kasiba, I played with. Actually, sorry, that was the next year. Who else is on the Honeywick team? Aiden Jans, he's doing a good job. He's in the USHL right now on the Lincoln Stars. Gavin Locke as well is in the USHL. He's on Dubuque. And then Joey Slavic I played with, and then I played with him all the way through the program, and he's on the Green Bay Gamblers as well. So those guys are in the USHL, and they're all doing pretty well.
All right, so you ended up pretty good. So I think you guys were like 61-3 or something when we played you. It was something insane. You guys were tough to beat.
Yeah, talk about the hockey market that is like youth hockey in Michigan, and like how fortunate you guys are to have. There's a lot of guys like I think Drapes. I saw your dad. Obviously, my kid's younger than yours. He's only 15, but I go to tournaments back then, and you guys always had like NHL coaches, guys that played that coach you guys all the way through. Like it's just such a hot pocket for hockey.
Yeah, I mean it's honestly it's like super big in Michigan. Like AAA is like I think like what our year, like my 15th year, I want to say 3 or 4 Michigan teams were in the top 10 rankings in like the whole country. So like Michigan, the state in general, just really good for hockey. And so I was lucky to be living there. And then, yeah, like we had, our coaches that year, we had a ton of like NHL and like college experience on our bench. So that was, super special to be a part of. And I think it made everyone on the team better. So
I think Ozzy's still coaching, kicking around there. I think he's got a couple young ones around my son's age, but even Chris Osgood, man, these guys are all involved in youth sports around that area, boys. And that, I think that it helps that it's like a hockey place, but it helps that you have like guys like those guys around, like your dad and others that have helped out coaching and youth hockey. No question.
And when did you decide on Michigan? Because I know you were obviously committed there, so I'd love to hear about the recruitment process. But I also thought it was interesting because when I came to Michigan last year to film the Chicklets U video, you were playing on the development team. You were playing for the U.S., and I said it on Game Notes the next show. I said, Will Horcoff was the best fucking kid on the ice. Like, no question, a man amongst boys. And then a month later, you're playing for Michigan. So, like, what was that process like of leaving the program halfway through the year and just getting recruited to Michigan as well?
Yeah, in terms of recruitment, I actually, took a lot of time in that process. Like, I think August 1st is like the first day you can commit. I didn't commit till around, I want to say April. I just wanted to see how my U17 year went, and just see like how the college teams did and visit each college. I started out with 6, then I narrowed it down to 3. But at the end of the day, like deep in my heart, Michigan was the spot I always knew I wanted to be at. And I just really like Coach Naurato. I really liked his development plan for me as well. And he put the most players into the NHL the past couple of years. And then also my academics are important to me as well. And Michigan kind of has the best of both worlds in terms of that. And then, yeah, the reason like I came early was I honestly didn't really know much like until December 24th. I was on Christmas break at the program. I was at home, and Coach Nar just called me and told me about the opportunity or gave me the opportunity to come to Michigan early. And I talked about it, with my advisors and my parents, and I thought it was best for my development. So I went for it, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, you really seem to be taking steps. Yeah, like when I saw you in Bantams, yeah, you were great. You're a big, huge player. I think you were probably just filling into your body, and then I mean, the next couple of years you just dominated, and now the same at Michigan. You're I don't even call it your freshman year. I don't even know what you would call that, pre-freshman year, and you did okay. But now this year you're just lighting it up. What has changed throughout that whole climb?
Yeah, good one, Murr.
Climb.
Yeah, I mean, you said it. I think it's just I'm starting to fill into my frame. Like to start my 17th year, I was 170 pounds, and I'm now like 203. So since then, I've gained like 33 pounds. So just I also grew like I want to say 4 inches in the last 3 years as well. So my height kind of took off like this, and my body just needed a little catching up to do. And I honestly think I still have a long ways to go. Like I'm 203 right now. I think I could be 225, 230 when it's all said and done. But yeah,
Jesus.
Yeah,
well, me and Army put 33 pounds on too in the last couple years.
Wait, what are you in retirement already, kid?
Well, Hork, you just mentioned the Penguins there. Like, I'd love to talk about draft day, drafted by the Pittsburgh Penguins, Colby's Pittsburgh Penguins at the end of the first round. Were you shocked? Were you expecting to go there? Like, what was your preconceived notion heading into the draft of where you could fall?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to go there, but like I was super hopeful. Like they were honestly like one of my favorite organizations. Like after the combine, just meet with all the teams, and they're honestly just a really good spot. So, and I actually had a double interview with them at the combine, so I knew there was a chance. So every time they had their pick up, I was kind of crossing my fingers, and then when they made that trade, I crossed my fingers, and then my name was called, and it was just a incredible, super special moment that I'll never forget.
And real quick, like how involved are they like with your development? Are they talking with Michigan? Because I know like going and doing these Chicklets U, I know some teams are very hands-on with their players. Some teams are very hands-off. I think with Naurato there, I'd be like, yo, let him do his thing. He knows what he's talking about. But how hands-on are the Pittsburgh Penguins with you in your development at Michigan?
Yeah, I think they're pretty hands-on. I think it's a good thing. Their director of player development, Tom Kostopoulos, came down a couple weeks ago and kind of, met with me and watched my practice. just to see how things were going. And we kind of, talked about my development plan, like what I'm doing each day, each week, just to work on things I need to get better at. And then also the strength coach, Jason Martin, came down. I met with him last week or a couple weeks ago. We had a really good talk then too, just about, my strength and conditioning, my nutrition as well. So I think they're pretty involved and I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's awesome. How cool is it to see like Ben Kindle, a guy in your draft that went before you, first rounder as well. They're doing well, playing, and seeing you at the draft and kind of your little group together. There's 3 of you taken in the first round. To have a guy already there, I mean, that's got to be like super encouraging with the year you're having right now as well. On top of it, to be like, hey, like this could be a thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's super cool. Like I'm super happy for him. I actually met this first time I met him was at the draft, and then of course got to spend some time with him at development camp. Like he's a super smart player, someone who would be great to play with, and he's just a really hard worker on and off the ice. So I'm not surprised with the success he's having.
I wonder if when Tommy Kostopoulos came, because me and Murls played with Tommy, he was our captain in the minors. Great guy,
best captain of all time,
best guy ever. Like he must have been blown away with the strength coach when they're like, "Hey, what are you doing for your things?" And you're like touching an orb and like fucking doing hallucination exercises and stuff. You're like, so your brain doesn't touch your skull and all this stuff. They must be like, "Oh, this guy's dialed. This guy's got it going on."
Yeah, he was, and he definitely he came and saw our facilities here too, and we have the South Performers Complex, kind of the athletes gym, and it's sick. So he saw that, and I remember him just being like, "Whoa, this is unreal. You've got the best setup here. It's different compared to the guys I visit in the Q or the Dub." So.
Yeah.
What do the Penguins think of your tape habits and how much tape you're wasting in the locker room every day? Because I've been told that you won't use the start of a roll of tape. You won't use the end of a roll of tape. There's only a very narrow section in the middle of a roll that you will use.
This is NHL. This is NHL stuff right here.
That's a kid who was raised in a locker room.
That's show. That's so show right there, bud.
No, yeah, it's true. You got to get to the core. Like the start of a roll of tape, it isn't good tape. So I take like about this much off, and then you get to the best part of the tape, which is the core. And then that's probably good for around 3 to 4 blades.
So here we go. 3 cold rocks on your hands, kids, and then get to the core of the tape to tape your stick. And then you'll have 18 goals and be a goal scoring god at NCAA. This is free advert. This is free information for kids out there.
Yeah, they should have kept this lock and key. I don't know. Like, I don't get to retape my stick anymore because I'm not paying $10 for a roll of tape. But do you remember when you used to use the tape and it would have the little thread? And if you got that on your blade, you're like, oh, automatic goal. Is that still a thing or no?
I'm not sure. I don't like what do you mean by
so
it was like a break in the tape. It was like a break in the tape, and they'd like sew the break together with the other one, and it would be in the core. It would somehow end up in the core when they were wrapping it. So you'd be taping, and then all of a sudden this sewn together tape part would pop up. And
he's in 07, you fucking boomers. Like he's in 07. They've had normal tape for years now.
I don't know.
You don't have sewn together tape?
I gotta find a picture.
Yeah, sewn together tape. That's completely new to me.
Somebody in the chat remembers that and respects that move.
Hey,
but I remember you got that. It was a bonus. Like, oh, I'm scoring tonight.
Bonus.
That was a goal. You had to announce it to the boys. Everyone would get fired up if you got that. I got to ask you, though, about the draft, that experience. You were in a theater in L.A. I saw your parents there. I haven't seen them in so long, since Worlds I think we were in Switzerland. This is like in 2011 or something like that. Now they got this Shrek kid just kicking around, getting drafted the first round. Sean, your dad, just super sick, tight tuck shirt, all business. He's a professional there with you. He looked very, very proud. What was that like? The overall experience of that whole thing? It was so different at the draft, and I believe they're doing it again coming up. We have to wait to hear like what's really going on. But what was that like for you as a player? As a kid, taking the experience.
Yeah, I mean, it's just super special. Like it's something, you watch the drafts every year, your whole life, and it's just something that you dream of being a part of. So like when that day came, I was just honestly just super thankful, like for my family and my coaches who've, helped me get to that point. And then honestly, like after being drafted, like it was an incredible moment. It was super special, but it's it's the first step in a long process. There's still a ton of work to be done. So, I was drafted. I was super happy. Then it was back to work the next day.
I got kind of a ridiculous question here. And so I've been told that you are Ethan Edwards 2.0 on Michigan's campus. Anytime you open up a phone, you see like a ridiculous, like a girl making a TikTok edit of Will Horcoff, like doing these like hair flipping back, like slow-mo, like just
Disney Prince.
complete thirst traps. That's got to be a little weird, right? Like anytime you open your phone, you're like, "What? Who's making these?"
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I think those are super weird. Like they could either be an 8-year-old girl making them or a 4-year-old man. You just don't know. Just don't know who's making those. So yeah, they're. I think a lot of the guys on the team are getting them. I think it
is crazy.
The Michigan hockey team. Yeah, I don't get it.
I'm telling you guys, like the Michigan hockey team has a fan base of women like I've never seen before. Like these guys got lines of women after the games to take pictures with them. It's unbelievable what these guys have at Michigan. It's insanity.
Jeez, is that only because your football team lost the big game to Ohio State, or is it always like that?
That's a low blow.
No, it's always like that. It's been like that the past couple of years. Actually, I don't know why. It's pretty weird. But
Ethan Edwards. Ethan Edwards, that handsome bastard.
It was Eddie, super handsome guy, good looking dude.
I got to ask you about Coach Naurato. I know we mentioned him a bunch in your recruiting, and we had him on the show. Fantastic guy. I know G got to meet with him several times. Do you know NCAA hockey runs through G's phone? That's how connected he is. He's dialed and helped us secure you. But talk to me about his coaching and what he's brought, and maybe also if you could just touch on, I know Max Pacioretty was brought on also, and kind of anything he's influenced with you. Pretty cool to have a guy like fresh out of the game like that as well.
Yeah, I think, massive reason we're having the success we are is because of our coaches. Like this year especially, Coach Narf's really gotten into, just that winning style of hockey that you see in the playoffs, kind of like the Florida Panthers the past couple of years, just playing super hard, physical. But it's also, I also just have like a ton of fun every practice with him. Like, he's super offensive, like the power play, for example. We have a million plays that we run and a million different looks. And he comes up with all of them. So those are, he's really fun to work with, but he also holds everyone accountable. And he's a really good coach. And then, yeah, of course, Patches as well. That's when he came, I was just like, wow, because that's someone, fresh out of the NHL. I've watched, countless times growing up, and just for him just to be on the ice with us at practice, it's just like kind of surreal, really. And he's done a great job, of just coaching us and, telling us like, what it takes, and just honestly giving us stories of like, what he did to get to the NHL. And it's like, super special. And I honestly think, he was a, big goal scorer, like really good around the net. I think I have similarities in terms of that aspect. So I like to work with him on stuff like that as well. And watch him.
Big guy, big horse. He could just fly down the wing, and he had that shot. He possessed that shot.
I mean, in the culture he's built there too. It's like when we do these tours, a lot of people ask, what's the best school? Who's the best? What's this? What's that? And I always go back to like Michigan just had like the best group of guys. Like you guys, like they brought me over to the hockey house. Like the whole team's there. There's 18 scooters lined up in front. Yeah. Everyone's playing die in the backyard. And I just think that stuff is I do the facility tours. I do all that. I just think that stuff is so much more important. Having a close group of guys, everyone's hanging out together. Everyone's at the hockey house, going to the football games together. Talk about how close the team is, how close of a group of guys you have, and how awesome that is.
Yeah, I completely agree. Like, that's a huge reason why we're having the success we are. I think this is like the tightest team I've ever been on. There isn't a single guy who's like singled out, or like there aren't any friend groups at all. Like we're constantly hanging out, like all with each other.
Going to Rick's, ripping Gato shots.
Yeah. Just like honestly, like we get together every single weekend at 12:20 at the hockey house. I think just being a part of this team is just super special. Like it makes you just want to die for each other, and it makes every single guy in the team want to play for each other, and just go out and run through a brick wall. And I think that's a big reason why we're having success. So I really love the culture here.
Yeah, one thing about that culture, guys, I asked Coach Naratto about the rules and regulations and stuff like that, and he said there is no rules. Is that true, or is he just trying to recruit guys through this show?
Well, we got some rules now. Now we have to you mentioned the mopeds out front. Now we got to wear helmets. A couple guys were slipping on off, so we got the helmets on now, the hockey visors, so we're wearing those around campus.
What's that? Oh, is that the guys? Uh-oh.
I thought that was the women.
Who is that?
That's Michael Haig.
Oh.
I want to ask
in
you
here.
about him.
Get him in here.
Get him in here.
Yeah. I wanted to ask about him.
Michael
Okay,
Haig.
we'll get
Yeah,
him
we got to
in.
talk to him anyway. Montreal prospect, right, Army? You're in Montreal.
I'm in Montreal, and he's sick.
He's unbelievable.
Here come all the boys now.
Yeah,
Okay,
see?
let's go. Michigan.
Oh.
This is big. They're getting ready. Big weekend. Big weekend.
Hello. What's up, boys?
How we doing? What's happening?
How we doing, boys?
You guys
It's
ready
true.
for a
You all
big
hang out.
You guys ready for a big weekend? You guys all hang out and all dress the same too. That's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, we planned this morning.
Nice.
Are you guys ready for the big weekend though? Some big games here.
Yeah,
Yep,
excited.
more than ready.
Good opportunity for us.
Is that
So what's the
Hager?
schedule today? We gonna go
Yep.
to that. Is this food real too? That G showed us in Chiclachio. You guys got all these steaks and pasta.
Yeah, it's real. It's unreal.
Tough dog.
What?
Hager, I'm in Montreal right now. I'm doing a game tonight. What do you want me to tell the people? Like you're coming? You're ready to go or what? Let's go. There's a lot of excitement. People are asking about you here. You're going into an insanity factory.
Yeah, I'm honestly just worried about this weekend, to be honest. Then I'll think about that after.
Yeah.
What an answer.
There you go, Montreal.
What an answer.
Beauty.
What a guy.
Thanks, boys. I love that.
That is
Awesome, buddy.
See you guys. Yeah. Yeah, right?
College. God, I missed out, boys. That's sick.
But this is what I'm talking about.
I was just going to say, stuff like that right there.
Yeah.
It's just the
It's like
best.
the boys are all hanging out all day, every day, having the time of their lives, just ripping on each other. It's like you go to Michigan and hang with this hockey team, and first thought is like, not even like, hey, I wish I was playing hockey at Michigan. It's like, fuck, I wish I was back in college with my friends.
Yeah, great setup there. I have to ask because it worked so well for you to leave at Christmas when you're doing so well. Are you any thoughts of leaving at Christmas from Michigan to go to Pittsburgh? If Sid calls you, are you going? Or are you going to ride out this trip to the NCAAs?
Yeah, not at all. Definitely, that'd be insane, but no, definitely not. Like I want to win a Big Ten championship, national championship. That's all I got my mind on right now.
Yeah, pretty impressive.
Right.
Like these guys, Murls, and you tell me this too, Will, like the development plan, like now that's like so important where they kind of map out like your next 2 years, year to year. Like how do they kind of come up with this? And the patient, I guess everyone's different, right? But they really, with coordination with Michigan probably and with the Penguins, to like really put something together for you. Is that how it works now?
Yeah, like sort of. I feel like they more kind of talk to me and see what my development plan I have in place is, and then they'll make like adjustments based on like what they want me to work on and what they want me to improve on. So like during the season it's all Michigan, just strength coach, on the ice skills, like that's all here, and then in the summer I'll probably train with Mike Barwas or at GVM Performance with Brian Gallivan.
Awesome. That's it for me, boys. I don't know if you got any more. I want to let him go hang out with his buddies and get ready. It's a huge weekend for college hockey. I can't wait to watch.
Will, you're getting
it's
go
going to
ahead.
be fun. It's going to just be extra fun now to get to talk to you.
Extra fun, extra awesome following you. Congrats on an unbelievable start to the season. 18 goals this year in 18 games. Pretty spectacular. I know lots of pump is coming out right now. Well, one with the Zam Plant. He's obviously having a good year as well. A Penguins prospect, but in Pittsburgh, you're getting a lot of pump in and around like social media. The future of the Penguins is coming, and some pretty good, exciting times around Pittsburgh, buddy.
Yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate it. I guess the puck's just going in right now, and honestly, I owe it to my line mates, Hager, TJ Hughes, those guys, wouldn't do it without them. Working really hard to turn pucks over on the forecheck and then do a great job of finding me in the slot. So.
See, he's already a Penguin. Sid's rubbing off on him already.
Yeah, just
thanking the line mates. It's everybody else. It's never him.
This guy's a show guy. Thanks, Willie. Appreciate it, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, that was awesome. Will Horcoff, thanks for joining us. I got a funny story. I didn't want to ruin it with the kids, but I had a funny story when I coached. We were at a big tournament. We tied them in the morning. So I went for, we went for a few celebratory cocktails. Celebratory cocktails. Turned into a few too many. We had another game that night. Forgot the puck bag at the bar. So I showed up to our next game. I had no pucks for warm up. Thank God his dad, they were playing the game before us. So I knew his dad. I was like, hey, I got to borrow the pucks. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, yeah, we lost our pucks for warm up. So he let me use their bucket of pucks. We went out, we won 5-0 against Mid Fairfield. I think I've told that story before, but it was fun to see. It's fun to no, it's one of my classic coaching stories. Probably should have kept that to myself, maybe. It's fun to see these kids that I coached against moving on now, and it's crazy because you could see he was one of those guys. He must have just sprouted right up at 13, and he was still a little awkward, still like big and dominant, but did not know he was going to be this dominant. So it's really, really cool to see.
There must be like a big we asked him about the change and like his growing. Like, think about that. We heard Keith also Yans talking about on Chicklets, like watching him play, like always in the right spot. Like he has that hockey IQ, like probably just like genetically has, some kind of hockey thing. But at the same time, for his body to catch up to him and everything to kind of corral and come together, because he's a monster of a kid. It was cool to hear it because it really has just popped. Like he's just kind of turned, like it just clicked. Everything came together for him this year, where the right line, the right team, the strength with the height, all kind of coming together with all his other attributes. It's pretty special to see the season he's having.
I think if the season ends today, he's the Hobey Baker winner.
Ooh.
He's leading. I think he leads in goals, points, and game-winning goals. Like this kid he's just been fucking nails since the second he stepped on the Yost ice last season.
Yeah, it's nice to see. It's nice to see.
What a get, G. Good job.
Yeah. Anything else on college hockey? Any other big matchups we should look forward to, or just focus on that game on Michigan State, Michigan?
BU Vermont, Chicklets, you will be in attendance this weekend at Aganis. So that's all. That's the only other game we're focusing on. BU Vermont at the Aganis.
RPI coming off a sweep last weekend. So 2 wins in a row for Coach Lang. We like that. Home this
trending
weekend. Trending up.
Yep. Honorable mentions all over the place.
Who do they got this weekend? I can look it up quick. Nope, not so quick. What's the date? December 5 and 6. Oh, Quinnipiac coming in, top 10 team Friday. Princeton on Saturday night. Teddy bear toss. Bring your teddy bears. Do you remember the game when it was? I don't know if you were in the Chicklets chat then, Army, when I told Whit to bet on Hershey in the teddy bear toss game.
Yeah.
And they got shut out.
Yeah.
So yeah.
God damn it!
Yeah.
Damn it! I knew it. God.
So let's hope RPI can get one Friday against Quinnipiac, who's a top 10 team, always in the mix.
Hell yeah, buddy. Let's slide over now to some NHL. I just want to give a couple more shout outs as we had Will Horcoff on. But Ozzy Weisblatt, shout out to him. First NHL goal last night. I want to give these shout outs. Lost his brother this summer. Sad news, but good for him. Good to see him. And it was against Calgary, where he's from as well, which is really awesome. And Reed Schaefer, also first NHL goal for Nashville as well. Congrats to him. Give the shout outs to the boys. But Ozzy Weisblatt been through a lot, right? And his family. So pretty cool to see that moment. What do you make of the Wall of St. Paul?
The Wall of St. Paul from Luleå, Sweden. Look that up on a map. It's always fun to look up there. 4 shutouts in 10 games played. I think it's 4 in his last 6 total. 8-0-2 in 10 starts. I do have a confession to make. The one game that he did give up some goals, Miggs had made a bet with me, and I let him press it on a game, and he picked a Minnesota under. and that was the game he gave up 3 goals. So Miggs is the only person that can actually mush the wall
Which
of
one
St.
was
Paul.
that? Was that Carolina?
I think it was Carolina.
I was between the benches for that
3-3.
game, and I had Foligno on the damn slump buster. He's a slump buster. Marcus Foligno. God damn it, Marcus.
But it's insane. Shuts out the oil last night. It's incredible. Incredible. He was the same in Luleå, but in Luleå, they always play this real defensive, low-scoring style. Their goalies always have 1.90 goals against. So I didn't know he was going to be this good. It's crazy.
Think about it too. Like, the big talk was also shutting out Edmonton was that they traded that pick, Edmonton, with Minnesota, and they took Wallsted, the Wall of St. Paul. And then he shuts them out last night, 1-0, like low scoring Luleå game. And then I started thinking too, and tell me that like Flowers there last year too. I know he's young, he's a goalie, but maybe like gave him that extra year. And like I don't think it went super easy for him last year a little bit. And he did kind of get a little bit of action, but kind of prepared him and obviously has catapulted him into this season where Fleury takes that kind of extra year in his last year with the farewell tour. And then now this guy comes up here and he is 8-0-2 in his 10 starts with, 4 shutouts. Just insane what he's doing. Buddy, he is so calm. He is so poised. He is so like relaxed as a goaltender. He's huge. Like watching, like who's better than him in goal right now? Who's better than him? At least of Swedish goaltenders. Like sorry, Pasha. Sorry, Markstrom. This kid is like legit.
Dude, you were throwing us stats last night. Like he's tied Frank Bremsick from the Bruins in 1938 with these shutout
61
stats.
years ago.
Another one. This guy from Minnesota called Mr. Zero. That's him. Frank Brimzak was called Mr. Zero, and that's who he's tied up with. It's just incredible stats.
Incredible start to his career. And this year just obviously popping. He has the coolest nickname too. Is that not the coolest nickname?
Yeah.
The Wall of St.
I think they
Paul?
had t-shirts. Did I see they had t-shirts made for them now? I think the boys walked in with those. So yeah, he's doing awesome. Another guy doing awesome that has just elevated his game from last year as well as Bedard. He went crazy again last night. I fell asleep before the third period. I had to get ready for game notes today. I can't be up watching the late game when it's not playoffs that late. And I missed a sick goal, crossbar, junction right in, and then a sick shootout goal. Go check those out if you haven't seen them.
Yeah, like his goal was that pull, drag, pop shot. Here's the shootout winner. He like stick handled Carter Hart, who played his first game last night, got the win in a shootout, but he stick handled and just touched it through the 5. Like it was so aggressively nasty. His shot was sick. Like here, like how can he not be on the Olympics? Honestly, if you watch him play, like he is a dynamo out there. He's a totally different player. Totally different than what we've seen before. All the criticisms of his game and not being involved enough and not doing all these extra things enough. He wants it so bad. Like he looks so good. He looks so strong. And like he has totally flipped a beast mode switch on himself. Not only is he good now he's like involved and like he is playing with this fire and passion that you have to play with that separates now. It's a separator that he has where he's already good. Now he has this like Crosby, like tenacity and passion and separating factor that has put him into another level. Like, I don't know how you keep him off when I watch him. I'm like,
he's on for sure for my team. There's a lot of guys in size. This Canada could have 2 teams. They could have that 4 Nations team that they had, and then have a second team with guys that weren't on it, Bedard, Celebrini, Wilson, that are just ripping it this year.
Ripping it. But like like Bedard though, like the complete transformation, man, is something else. Congrats to him. He's got to feel so good. He's making everyone else around him better. I think he's single-handedly with that X factor attitude has changed kind of the mentality of the whole team. Like he's now carrying the team. He's now the conscience of that team to a certain degree of where they're at involved in games and competing, and he leads a charge. It's awesome to see. I love to see it for him. Just an absolute weapon. I'll be surprised if he's not on that team just because of it.
And people forget there was a guy named Nathan Mackinnon that wasn't so great when he was 18 years old either, just like Bedard wasn't as everything we wanted. But now you see this guy, he's clearly the most dominant player in the world every single night. It's just like Sid. If I see the Avs score, I'm like, oh, probably McKinnon. Look at my phone. Yep, it was McKinnon. Besides, I don't have to look at my phone because I do watch every Avs game because they have the best announcers and they just play with the most speed. This Brock Nelson, remember how like he didn't do anything last year for them in the playoffs? He is flying around out there.
Nelson didn't even have a good start.
Yeah.
He had like a tough start. He has completely changed now. He is like the way the players, his teammates talk about like what he does for their team now. Like he's exploded too. Buddy, this team joins the 79-80 Flyers team as the only teams in NHL history with one regulation loss through 26 games. Like
they're all like on super boosters. I'm starting to think like in 5-10 years, something's going to come out where these guys were taking doping or something because every single one of them flies around. Natchez, like it's sick.
Yeah.
All the D are cruising around. Makar, we all know about, but watch the other guys. They're faster than they've ever been. Nichushkin comes back last night. He's trucking around.
Oh, buddy, they and then they have the announcers. They're just on fire. I mean, they're such a great crew, and like their entire broadcast is awesome. And then they do the David Letterman stand-up fucking sit-down, whatever it's called, show after the game's done. If you're not sticking around for that, where they get around together, those guys, and they just start ham and egging it, and then they have a guest player pop on like it's a talk show. It's literally a talk show. These guys are their announcers match the team. Like it's unbelievable. It's
belligerent.
Unreal.
It's the most belligerent show of all time. It's the best thing ever right now, watching the Avalanche. The goalie got hurt though. Wedgwood got hurt last night.
Yeah.
He left the game. Blackwood made some great saves. He robbed Pettersson on the shot right at the end. Would have made it 3-2 in a game. But they're kind of just playing with their food in some of these games. When they want, they just take over.
They won. 3 points. McKinnon, 22 goals, leads the league, and in points leads the league as well. Let me see how many points he has. I think it's like 46 points. So let me see like what's his separator on that. Oh, Celebrini second, 40 points. So he's got a 6-point lead. Bedard, 38 points, is in third. Leo Carlson tied for fourth with Connor McDavid, 36 points. So McKinnon just kind of stretched his lead quite a bit. Again, with 3 points, he's just an absolute alien, total alien.
But talking like Celebrini and Smith shows is incredible too. We're going to talk more about them later when we get to the pick section. But there it is.
There it is.
Nathan 46, Celebrini 40, Bedard 38. Yeah, he's got a nice lead there. Natchez right down there, 33.
Nate and the kids. There they are.
Yep, nice. Yeah, that's show. He's show, Army. So that's going to transfer us right over to the show Minzees segment part of the show. There it is. The graphic. Waited for it today. We're buzzing here. What do you got, Arm Dog?
Well, I had to panic. I had to roll with it. Internet connections at the hotel. I called up my buddy I met at the Mario Lemieux fantasy camps, Dan Lavey, just an unbelievable business juggernaut up here in Montreal. He's not even here, but he sends me over to his business. And I'm hoping tonight I can head over. I got to give him a plug because he's such a good dude. They just opened up a new steakhouse in Montreal. So if you're traveling, Benjamin's Steakhouse in Montreal, they just opened it. I'm going to go check it out tonight post game and give it a little flavor, but hook me up with his office space to do the show today. Unbelievable guy. Lavey, thanks a lot. Shout out. Check out Benjamin's Steakhouse. Big beauty. Give him some love.
I might head up there. You owe me a steak dinner too. Maybe I might go to this game. I might make this game tonight a play of the month, get on the road, win it, and then go to Benjamin's Steakhouse on you.
I think I owe you, and just to be a good guy, I think I owe you a steak dinner and an Italian dinner. Yeah. I think there was 2 in there. I think I owe you a couple. So come on down, baby. Come on up to La Belle Province.
Yeah, it's easy.
On the
it's
call.
An easy trip.
Get you up in the press box, bud.
Let's we haven't heard from Pasha yet today. Not a ton of Devils news, so it's nice not to hear from him, but we got to have him in here for the show.
What's up, fellas? How we doing? Great show so far. What a stud that kid is, Horcoff?
Yeah. All the boys piling in there, Posh? That was pretty good.
Bunch of beauties, yeah. Okay, my show is the Devil's new commentator, Don LaGreca.
Warning, the following statements are about to be made by a deranged Devils fan. The views expressed are his and his only. Take everything you hear with a grain of salt because, remember, he is a deranged Devils fan.
Nothing too deranged, I don't think, with this take. I just wanted to pump his tires a bit. I thought he's been doing a great job. It's his first year with the team. He's taken over for Bill Spaulding, who did a great job. So big shoes to fill. And listen, he's struggled a little bit. Sometimes he says the wrong players' names, mispronounces guys' names. And so my Minzees is these Devils fans that are so hard on him. I see them going after him on Twitter and just chirping him. And yeah, and it's just like, cut this guy some fucking slack. Like this guy, he's a lifelong Devils fan, actually, but he's out there giving it his best. I think for the most part, does a great job. He's only human. He's going to say some names wrong. He's only got 20 games under his belt. So him to the show for doing a great job. And Devils fans, come on. I know you're antsy. I know you're on the edge. Jack's hurt. Things are not going perfectly, but don't take it out on Don LaGreca. Okay.
I did like the other announcer. The old announcer used to use Mixer all the time.
He did. Yeah. Bill Spaulding did. Yeah.
I used to always get those clips sent to me from that. That was always fun.
There's one for him. I know he says stick a fork in him. Like the
stick a pitchfork in it. This one's done. He says that when they win.
Done. Yeah, that's his trademark call. Maybe he could build up some goodwill with Devils fans since Murls is so popular, and yourself as well in the nucleus of complete online lunatics. That he could chuck in a mixer though in the call, and people would take notice and go, "Oh, okay, this guy's actually doing a good job.
He knows puck.
Perhaps.
He knows puck.
Yeah. I'll have to DM him that, and I'll let you know. I'll record it if he says it next game.
Yeah.
Shout out Don LaGreca. Yeah, way to get in there.
Yeah, and also just like a little joke, Minzees part 2. This is a funny little quick story. I'm at my parents' place the other night, and I'm watching the Devils game, and my mom walks by, and she sees I'm watching the game. She's like, "Oh, like, how are the Devils doing?" I'm like, "Oh, pretty good." She goes, "Is your favorite player still there?" Oh, what was his name? Parise? He's only been gone for 13 years.
Mom does not know puck.
Yeah, mom does not know puck. Yeah.
You must have been a hardcore Parise lunatic.
Oh, yeah. Right? I think I had a shirt. I burnt his shirt when he signed with Minnesota. I was so really? Betrayed. And then the next summer, Kovalchuk retires. It was a dark couple summers for me. Yeah, so that's
all right, Masha. That's our Devils talk for today. Let's get G on and get his show.
I guess not knowing Puck runs in Pasha's family, right? But so I'm gonna call the render guy. We got another render.
Rendering.
We got a render.
Another fake Arizona arena rendering.
This is the Sooners' new arena in Madison, the Madison Capitals. Look at this. This is unbelievable. This is it's going to be called Legacy 20 Arena. Just a badass name. I think the cool part about this, and I wonder if we're going to start to see more of this, you're seeing it at the pro sports level where it's not just an arena now. Now it's like it's a mall. You got apartments. You got you got a big outdoor space, batting cage, everything. They got everything connected to these arenas
center.
Now. Yeah, and I want to see, and it's nice. It looks like Madison's doing that as well. They have like an outdoor concert venue attached to it. I think of Riverworks in Buffalo. Like if more rinks had setups like that, where it's like you got the outdoor rinks connected to it. You got a concert venue, just like this Madison Capitals rink. I think it's awesome. I hope to see more of this in lower levels of sports because we're seeing it now at the NHL level. And yeah, so we're calling not only the Madison Capitals, but the render guy, the guy who made these renders, or girl.
AI.
We love a nice render.
That's AI now. Like rendering guys are probably put out of business now. G, do you think?
Fuck. That's why we can't let AI take over. We need the render guys to continue to have their jobs because there's nothing better than a nice rendering.
We still haven't got our Arizona Coyotes one for the year. So we'll get one of those every season.
I did see some renderings for the Western Michigan rink. Holy shit, boys. People are saying this is going to be like the greatest arena in the world.
Like
the greatest hockey arena in the world.
The guy that's donating or whatever has just only says yes. Yeah. So think about that. God, can you imagine the rendering guy on that one? Like every week he's getting an update with a new thing.
Another rendering? Fuck.
You know how long it takes me to like we could get AI to do it in 2 seconds. He's like, okay, I'm right on it. Fuck.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's going
He's
to be
drawing
cool.
like blurry-faced people holding hands, walking through a corridor of an area. He's just all over it with his renderings. He's just upgrading his renderings all over the place.
Oh, it's amazing.
All right, my show. I've been watching it, Peaking. I've actually enjoyed it. And Biz is the biggest shout out guy of all time, the biggest pump up guy. He's always pumping up game nights, so we got to pump him up. Peaking with him and Donnie. I've watched the first 2 episodes. I believe the 3rd episode comes out tonight. I'm a little confused though because I keep seeing a recap show pop up on my YouTube. So I don't know how there's a recap show before the 3rd episode, but either way, I'm pretty sure the 3rd episode drops tonight. But if you haven't watched any of them, go back and watch all of them. They're really funny. I haven't laughed like that in a long time. And just this stuff was really cool to see.
I mean, this is insane. No legs, no excuses. Like these guys are hiking with the boys, amputees, obviously. And that's got to be an inspirational show to check out on top of entertaining and thought-provoking as Biz always is. Awesome. Total show, Murls.
Show. Peaking.
All right,
Minzees. Very, very good, Singsy, captain of the chat. See you guys in there. I saw Laura in there. When we get to the picks section, Laura, I hope we get the Laura parlay. I know you had some trouble getting it in the chat last week.
Oh, yeah. She probably had too many characters. It's insane when Laura puts together a Laura parlay. They probably don't allow that many characters to go through. Minzees. My Minzees is Air Canada. Like, Air Canada is just a roller coaster of shit. Like, they stink. They're the worst. I'm just like, I have to connect. I have to change my flight. I was going to be in studio in Toronto last night. Everything was set up nicely. Okay, they want me to do the game. Great. Okay, now I have to connect. So I got to go Toronto to Montreal. Toronto to Montreal delayed an hour. Nope, delayed another hour virtually. The guy gets on the thing. He's like, hey, we're going to get you boarded here soon. We're just having to get some things dialed in here. Please stay patient with us. Thank you for the short delay. He says, thank you for the short delay after about the delay of the delay. The short delay, I sat there. I said, fucking short delay. Yeah, good one, buddy. And then like 3 guys beside me look over at me and start like chuckling kind of because they're like, yeah, that's bullshit that he said that. And it's like, I feel like there's just no on time anything with them. Like, it's just a gong show. They own the skies of Canada. It's just annoying as hell. Can't do anything. They stink. They got me here. I was supposed to get here last night, like 9:00, like a good time. The Habs game would still kind of be on. Pasha runs Air Canada. He might run Air Canada. So this is going directly to you, Pasha. Clean it the fuck up, Air Canada. Clean it up with this bullshit. The good people of Travelers of the Sky deserve better than a 3-hour delay. It's a joke. I got in like my hotel last night, like almost 1:00, and I'm pissed about it.
And stop taking Army's body armor, Air Canada. Stop taking his body armors.
Confiscating my body armor too, Murls. Great add-on.
Yeah.
Huge Minzees.
Add-on. Ha 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 ha. You get that?
Yes.
Dad joke. It was actually a pun. A pun, like what Biz was using his puns in the Peaking show.
Very funny.
Pasha already did his Minzees. He sent the Devils fans down to the Minzees. I want that on record. Pasha, Minzees was Devils fans. So I want to hear about that in the comments. He does not like you Devils fans. And G, come on in for a Minzees.
I'll just be super quick. Anyone who didn't go to our Spit and Chicklets YouTube channel and subscribe last week, we dropped Chicklets U, we dropped Pekin, dropped a Sandbagger the week before, got a Sandbagger coming out next week. So Minzees to anyone who didn't go watch these videos. A lot of people are saying this Chicklets U is our best one yet. I believe Biz said that as well. So
I did too.
Go watch it, give it a like. Go watch Pekin, give it a like. Minzees if you don't.
Does that mean I got to come down to Boston this weekend? Do I got to throw the hat again?
I think you might. Maybe you will.
The most hesitant hat throw ever. If you haven't seen it, go check out.
I was focusing. I was like, I can't screw this up. And that's what happened. I overthought it, just like I did when I played hockey. Overthought it. And just pathetic. Minzees for that hat throw, but a real Minzees. Got a real Minzees up here in upstate New York in the Capital District. It's called Section 2. They run the high school hockey here. And there's a huge, it's like a lockout. It's like a lockout strike. I don't know. Remember all those in the NHL between the Section 2 high school and the referees. So right now, none of the kids are playing high school hockey because of this
There's
big
no refs.
problem. So it's really complicated. I don't know it all, but I guess they did a new CBA in the summer, and they kind of snuck a couple things under there that the refs didn't really see or understand. And now they've been trying to fix that, even though they already signed it. But then it turns out the guy they hired to negotiate the deal took a job with one of the schools. So there's a huge conflict of interest there, and it's a big problem. An anonymous donor came in and said, I'll pay, because the refs want extra money. Of course, it's always about the money. They wanted a little extra money, and they wanted this rule change that about suspensions and stuff. But somebody offered the money, like, here's the money. It's only like $4,500 for the season, and just get through the season. We'll figure it out later. And the schools are saying, no. If you take that, we're going to suspend you. If you work for a school, we'll suspend you from your real job. So it's a real shit show. But there's some organizations trying to just get it together. I had the idea, I think, like, I just take over the whole league. It's Game Notes High School League, and we'll have just different teams. We'll have if it's LaSalle, they're blue. If they're Shen, they're green.
Yeah.
That's my dad did for the summer Uncle Sam High School Summer League. We had each high school represented. You just use the USA Hockey insurance, and we just run the league. And the refs will work for us. We'll pay them what they want. We won't make it this big problem about suspensions and everything. So,
hey, it'd be like the replacements. You just get some other refs to ref the games. Like,
like the
matter.
refs are willing to do it. They would do it if they're doing all the other games. It's just they have this problem with the Section 2 of like this suspension thing, and it seems like a really simple fix. I don't know what's going on.
Like
I thought I'd bring some attention to it. Let the kids play.
Yeah, they're trying to play the refs. You need refs to play, I guess, but like just put like Shane Falco out there and let him come in as a scab ref. And just ref the game. Like, big deal. Find another ref, find another guy.
Yeah.
And then
or a school that has so much money, like it's $400 a school is the problem. There's 11 schools. You know, I might put the Laura Parlay in it tonight and just pay it off. But the thing is, somebody did offer the extra money, and the school said no. So I think it's the school I'm sending to the Minzees.
It's about the money, but it's not about the money.
Yeah. So I usually send refs to the Minzees. I think I sent the ref to the Minzees last week after my beer league game because I was so mad. But now I'm sending the school to the Minzees.
Interesting. It's about the Minzees, but it's not. It's about the money, but it's not about the money.
But the money.
Interesting.
Either way, figure out a way to let the kids play. Is the bottom line. Okay.
Hell yeah, brother.
There's my rant. Section 2, referees up here. Get the kids on the ice. That's all they got. Imagine being a senior, not getting to play your senior year.
No, yeah.
Could be the last hockey they ever play. I mean, if they're playing high school hockey, that could be their last games.
Got to get it.
All right.
Good one.
That's all I got. Moving on. Time for the Game Notes Cup update. The Game Notes Cup, where we each pick teams throughout a draft, a snake draft, and boom. The puck knower up top, Murls 264, Grinnell 244, Arm Dog 224, and Pasha 223.
I'm trying to dissect my team right now. The Leafs are starting to win some games. Got Minnesota and Montreal tonight. I'll be keeping a close eye on that. Obviously, I'm an alumni. Blues.
I mean, your last three there, I expected more from. Blues, I expected more. Panthers had the injuries, but the Jets should have been better. Yeah. What's up with your Jets?
Army, I think you're good.
They got no goalie.
Toronto's going to play better. Edmonton's going to play better. Like, I think you'll be fine. Florida will get Matthew Tkachuk back. Like, you'll be good.
I think so too. Like, I like the teams I have. I just don't like the way they've kind of been started. It's going to even out though, right? Like, this season is just a weird season right now. Everyone's kind of in the same boat. And some teams are going to start to wake up and separate. No, that has to, right? There has to be like a shift in the season per se.
Yeah.
But fucking got injured guys all over the place too.
I thought RA made a great point on Chicklets, RA's World last week, where he said it's like that 75% number at Thanksgiving of teams that are in the playoff race. He thinks in the East, that's going to be way, way lower this year.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Like, no, quite like I think the Bruins are playing above their pay grade here. Like, I think there's a lot of teams. Philadelphia, Panthers will play better.
I don't know. I don't know if the Panthers will without those guys. I watched them
back in what, a month though?
Yeah. We'll see.
I don't know. Yeah, it is a weird year though, to your point, and to RA's point. Like it's like a unicorn season almost.
Yeah.
It's like strange.
Anyone can win it.
Yeah, so I'm happy with that 20-point lead. I got the Avs, Dallas, Minnesota. I loved Minnesota. I really like that team. Remember how bad they were at the start? Now they're just on fire. I saw them to win the cup. I think it was 50-1.
3 wins in their first 12 games. 3 wins in their first 12 games.
Is that what it was?
Been absolute fire since
now they're
then.
here. But
Wait,
the problem
Murls,
is,
when was it 50-1?
I think
That is crazy.
I think I saw it this morning. It's
No
50-1. Yes, look it up right now on DraftKings Sportsbook. The problem is you have to go through Colorado and Dallas. So they're going to play.
That's probably why.
Yeah, you have to play Dallas first round and Colorado second round. How are they supposed to do that? But if they do that, then they win it.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right.
Hey, DraftKings Sportsbook.
That's
Live in
juicy.
Missouri.
I love that. I love that.
All us, anybody from Missouri in the chat? I'm not sure, but Missouri live sports gambling. I can get that out there. do my due diligence for that. Also, me and Mr. Ice will be going to see those St. Louis Blues and Boston Bruins next Tuesday in St. Louis. Mini Ice Con, chasing goals. There you go. Meet and greet. You know, they took Dave out of the image, put me in there. They wanted the better looking guy.
You look great. So. You look great, bud.
Yeah, I don't know where to scam that picture from. Made me nice and tan. Nice
Internet
haircut.
shot.
AI, baby. AI.
We're going to be at the Wheelhouse. I think we went to the Wheelhouse for the Frozen Four. Be driving around that golf cart again from the rink to there. Yeah. Crushing high news.
Free beers and joints, the guy said when we got in. That was insane.
Also, hey, I'm telling you, and also when you get to come to that, it's the golf shirt or golf jacket.
Quarter zipped, right?
Quarter zip night. So you're going to get a free quarter zip. I think some other guys from Chicago, Barstool, are coming out. I heard Dana Beers might be one. I heard Eddie might be one. So there could be a fun couple nights out there if you're looking for something to do next week.
Buddy, I'm interested in the 99 trophy, boys. Because I'm so pissed at this.
Ugh.
I know. I'm just getting absolutely hosed. Half my team is
in the OHL
in a tanning chair. In a tanning chair.
I think my rookie's the only one still playing.
Yeah, Snookerud's out now too.
Snuggy's done.
Oh my God! What do we
see now? Now we got 3 guys that will redraft the rookies.
Fuck no.
Where's Commissioner Memes?
Yeah, if you let me redraft my teams on the Game Notes Cup.
If you get a 3-1 vote, maybe we can 3-1 vote.
Yeah, I think we should do a vote
no
that we can get.
Chance. I'll walk off this show.
Posh, if Austin Matthews was doing anything this season, you would be running away with this. Like 18 points. Yeah. Like you're kind of getting screwed on him there.
He'll pick it up. I mean, he was hurt. He's just back now. He'll pick it up. I like where I'm at with this one.
Yeah, he's had a little bit of a disconnected season, to say the least, from what we usually see from him. But I don't like the injuries. I don't like how I'm just sitting here with like 2 guys playing. Gonna get to see my guy Suzuki tonight and Hudson. I'm gonna have a big night against the Jets, probably. See what happens. They played last night, so. But screw it. You guys don't want to change the rules, and I'm stuck with Misa, and he's just like on vacation somewhere. I don't know where. He's waiting for World Juniors. Oh, well.
For the listeners who don't know, whoever ends up in last place has to rent ice and score as many goals as Wayne Gretzky scored into a net. I think how many did he have? 895. Yeah, 94. And then pass the puck to somebody 2,000 times for how many assists he had.
Oh. Well, hey, what did we say for Game Notes Cup? What's the trophy for that?
Yeah, we still been waiting on it. We didn't do a punishment yet for that.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, we'll leave it that way.
We're waiting for the chat.
The chat decide. Don't let the chat decide. They'll go criminal on us. They'll do criminal stuff. It'll be insane. Come on. I'm going to be double punished now. This is a joke.
All right, that's it. We're time to move on. Arm Dog, you're up.
Yep. Wednesday night tonight, Mur. What do you got for us? What are you seeing? Are you seeing it clear? 5 games tonight. There they are. I'll be at the Winnipeg Montreal one.
I'm not seeing the board clear. Got rinsed last night, but I've been doing all right with the game notes picks, I believe. So I'm going on my first one. I'm going with your Jets, Army. The Jets were embarrassed last game in Buffalo. I think they had a players only meeting.
Yep.
And anytime you see one of those, they usually come back, and it just helps. Added on is that the Habs played last night. So you got a team like Winnipeg sitting in the hotel watching that game while they're out there getting beaten on by Ottawa and Brady Tkachuk. So I think that's just a tough turnaround. You give me minus 115 odds, I'll take the Jets all day there. My next one up's a fun play because the Caps are on fire. The Sharks are fun to watch. I want to watch that game. So I'm going to do a Will Smith, Tom Wilson, each to get a point parlay, plus 136. Both of them have been playing great. So I think that's a nice play on that one. And then the late game, not a late game over this time, Arm Dog. It's the Ducks money line, minus 120. Utah is 3-11 in their last 14 games. May or may not have to do with their appearances on Spit and Chicklets. But the Ducks are my team. You saw me have them in the Game Notes Cup, drafted them pretty high, 9-3 at home this year. So to get that money line minus 120 versus struggling Mammoth team, I love it.
Yeah, really good. Before I got two things. The Laura, she has put it in the chat. I don't know if it'll fit on our screen, if we can pop it in. It's absolutely insane. We do have a Laura sighting. Laura, thank you. She must have upgraded her characters, and so she can fit everything in. And there it is right there. Let's go through it. Robertson, 1 point. Meyer, 1 point. Celebrini, a point. Connor, 2 shots. Caulfield, 2 shots. Celebrini, point. Oh, she has Celebrini point twice, so we'll get rid of the one. Tom Wilson, 2 shots. Gauthier, Gunther, Keller, 2 shots. 2 shots for Michkov. Plus 1,300, that'll change. Oh, maybe that's it. She put Celebrini twice. And I do like Singsies in there also. All 5 games tonight, both teams to score in the first period, plus 11,763.
Wow.
So goals coming in the first. Both teams.
He's chasing goals too. I love it, Singsy.
The Laura Lane.
Yeah, that Gauthier, I guess his shots, I keep getting a DM. I can't think of the guy's name right now. He's like, take Gauthier shots every game. This guy even bet him to have the most. Gauthier. It took him the most shots to have in the whole league for the season or something crazy like that at insane odds.
He's a shooter. He will shoot. And I see you have Tom Wilson there on your parlay. Is that a parlay you have? Yeah, a point.
Willie.
How about this? How about that Olympic ice sheet they're saying is going to be 4 feet smaller?
How did they mess that up?
This is like ridiculous how you could come up with this, but can you imagine Tom Wilson with 4 feet less ice out there? That's like putting a bull in the National Rodeo in Las Vegas, the nastiest bull, and then taking him over and putting him in like a Russian circus and a little circle pen in the middle with like a couple people in there. He'd just go haywire, smashing everything. Tommy Wilson. Wow. All right, there's your picks.
Those are my picks for tonight.
Thursday night, tomorrow night, we got 10 games, Murls. Nice, even if you're one of those people with brains like that, 5 games on one side, 5 games on the other side. Looks very, very even. I will be in Tampa Bay, Pittsburgh in Tampa, leaving there tomorrow morning.
You're out of control with your travel.
I'm out of control.
Oh
Air Arm Dog. Yeah, it's like better than Air Canada. Easily better than Air Canada. You got some picks. What are you seeing? What are you liking?
All right, so I see the Blues at the Bruins, so I have to go under in this game. Yeah, I know Dr. Under is here, but that's our matchup next week for chasing goals in St. Louis, and it's very rare where you see 2 teams say they explode tomorrow night for like 9 goals. No way the same 2 teams will explode for 9 goals the next time. So I'm going to look for a 0-1 game tomorrow night. And then everybody's going to be like, oh, under. And me and Ellie are going to go, no. We're in town, PJ. We are here to get goals, and it's going to go big. So tomorrow night, Thursday night, I am on the under Blues and Bruins. I am on the Red Wings, Blue Jackets over 6.5. I'm on the Minnesota Wild -1.5 up in Calgary. Calgary stinks. Minnesota is going to run through them. And then I'm on the Oilers 3-way. They got shut out last game at home. We talked about it with the Wall of St. Paul, and they're playing the Kraken, who they just beat on the road 4-0. So I think that's a good spot. You see McDavid, Draisaitl. They don't go without points very often. I would even sprinkle both of them. I love the parlay when you do both of them to get 2 points, and you can usually get like plus 130, plus 150. So think about that play as well.
There you go. Those are good plays, Mur. I like that. And I like the reverse psychology thinking on the under over. Very nicely done.
This is under the hood thinking.
Under the hood shit.
But I need a
love
big week. I haven't had a sweep the board. Normally, remember last year, I'd be like, oh, I swept the whole weekend, Arm Dog. I need one of those. I need to go on a run.
Picks? How are the Euro picks doing?
The Euro's been all right. I've been doing
Builders.
the bankroll builders. I've been having good luck with those. I did one today. I just put out there 2 Swiss games. Little disclaimer. I did give the same picks to Ryan Whitney earlier. And so that means he bet on him. That doesn't usually end well when Ryan Whitney's on my Euro plays. So disclaimer.
Don't give them away, bud. Save them for the show. Come on. This is what the people come for.
I gave Whit last night. I gave Whit live. I gave him Avs to win the second period with 6 minutes to go, and he crushed it. So he's antsy. He's antsy today.
I see in the chat, Patrick G. Mafia is saying Calgary's tanking for McKenna, which bringing up Calgary brings me to a slump buster, bud. I've targeted somebody. I'm back. It took me a while to get the stank of Marcus Foligno off me. The slump buster. G, can you roll the slump buster? G or Pasha? Sorry. If you're in a slump and you need a bump, who you gonna call? Slump busters. Who you gonna call? Slump busters. The slump dog. Got in the lab, Mur. Got in the lab. Went back to work, and I'm just looking around. I'm looking at Calgary. I know they stink. They do. It's a fact. Sorry, Calgary. Sorry, Western Canada. Sorry, the good people of Alberta. They stink. All right. Nashville walked all over them, stomped all over them the other night. But I'm targeting a guy that just hasn't really gone good for there since he's arrived. For what you would think. But this guy plays too much. He's on the top line, gets all kinds of action. Huberdeau, you have been targeted. Jonathan Huberdeau, I am in the Belle Province right now. Tabarnak esti Calis. And I want this slump busted, Murls. Jonathan Huberdeau, 4 goals, 9 assists, 13 points on the season. But he has gone 14 games played without a goal that ends. I don't know if it's tonight. I know you said that they stink. They've got the Wild coming up. But over the weekend, because it goes to the next show, Murls, they've got the Mammoth and the Sabres on the schedule, does Calgary. And so for all the people out there that are Habs fans, that are in the lows of the lows right now and aren't having fun, jump on board the slump buster. Good vibes train is running. If you need a bump, if you're in a slump, call the slump buster. Here we go. Jonathan Huberdeau. Tabarnak Calis esti Elebu. There you go.
I feel like I might be part of his problem because I had him to score a goal one game. Late in the game, I did it live, so big odds. And he had an empty netter, and he just completely missed it from the hash mark. So I got to look back at which game that was.
He's thinking pass all the time.
No, but he had it. He was all alone. He was like, and he like ripped it wide. I'm going to look up the game to see if it was 14 games
I need
ago.
Huberdeau firing that biscuit. I'm done with the playmaking crap. Like, you got 9 assists. It's not really going that good either. Like, shoot the biscuit, bud. Rip it. Absolutely rip it. Get into the net. Get into the crease. Change it up. Sleep upside down. The slump dog's with you. Slump dog's with you, bud. Just get one for the boys, break this 14-game slump, and we're off and running.
I'm trying to find the guy's name. I had an interesting message from a guy today because you're seeing how bad Calgary is doing, and you're talking about how they're tanking for McKenna. But this guy was like, what if he just sits and waits? He's making $700,000 at Penn State. He waits to see that draft lottery. And a team that pops up, get the first pick, and he doesn't want to go there. He can just go back to Penn State, say, let's go NIL again, pick up another 700 G's.
Yeah, get in the portal.
Did that happen?
Get into the portal and like switch to another team offering you a better NIL.
RPI, baby. I'm gonna get to work on that now. Get to work on this NIL now. But could that happen? Could you imagine something like that happens?
Hey, do you got any big donors that can just do that for you guys there?
We got a couple guys. Hey, we invented the Ferris wheel here at RPI.
And collared shirts.
That's Troy, New York, and home of Uncle Sam.
Sorry.
Yep. RPI. Yeah, we got some guys. We got a couple companies guys own, some new companies. I won't give any free ads because I asked them, I DM'd them, said, hey, we getting jumpsuits for the RPI guys? And I got iced. So, but yeah, we got some big donors. We got some big dogs we can hit up.
Could lean on.
Mm-hmm. But that could happen. Wait and watch that. See who wins the draft lottery and then decide if he's going or not.
That'll be interesting, buddy. I love that. And get your hands in there. Get a little dirty. Get rammy. Get banging on desks, Murls. RPI guy. Just get banging on desks in there and get a little rammy. But we had Will Horcoff on today, buddy.
Sick.
Absolute weapon of a guest. Thanks, everybody. 18 goals in 18 games this year. Penguins first round pick just this past summer in Los Angeles. And he's an awesome guest. The boys crashed the scene. Michigan's a wagon. Big games this weekend against Michigan State. So stay tuned for that. Check that out. Awesome show with him on there. That was great getting him. Good job, G.
Yep. Thank you to the chat. Shout out our sponsors right here. BodyArmor, Strawberry Banana. Stay hydrated. Don't let them take your BodyArmor at the airports. Drink BodyArmor. Check us out. Apple, Spotify, all that good stuff. Subscribe, like, and comment on the YouTube. Spit and Chicklets YouTube. That Biz is always counting out. So get on there. Give us more likes than Chicklets got. Give us more comments than they got, and we can bring it to Biz, and he gets all excited and all that good stuff. Game notes next week. Could be 12 o'clock, as always. Might have to change. I'll be in St. Louis with Mr. Ice for our thing. We're trying to work out our flights, and I know you're on the move, so stay tuned to our socials. Game Notes, Bud on Twitter. Game Notes on Instagram if we do have to shift that time.
Absolutely. Yep. So stay tuned for that. Thanks, everybody. Awesome. I'll be in the Bell Center tonight calling the game. Jets are in Montreal. Can't wait. Going to be a thrill. I love it. John Bartlett on the call. Play-by-play man. Armed dog. Yours truly doing color. Love it, Murls.
All right. Great show. Thanks, Pasha. Thanks, G. Thanks, everybody else. We'll see you next week.
Love you, chat.
Under, no goals.
It's time to check the game notes. I think we're going to have the show of the year here.
We're almost having magical moments here.
Show Minzees time, Army show. Start us off.
What an opportunity.
Another idea by me.
Everything's Murls' idea. Summer.